Hello everyone, today we'll be going through the tutorial on how to use Kodi on your Amazon Fire Stick. Now assuming that you've connected the Fire Stick to your TV into a wall outlet, this is the menu you'll come to. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different paid subscription-based apps here like Netflix. If you do have a subscription, you can always click on them, enter your information, you'll be able to use them. But we will be using Kodi since we don't want to get subscriptions or pay for anything. So let's click on Kodi and open it up. Now we're going to have to give it a couple seconds. It'll load the skin, it'll load the layout for the home menu. And Titan is the skin that we use for Kodi since it's very simple to use. Alright, so now you have a couple options that have popped up here. First we'll start off with the live TV. So let's click enter on the live TV. And at the bottom you'll see a bunch of sub-menus. We're going to click on channels. And then you have about 300 channels here. Now, keep in mind, not every single channel will work. Since they're live streams, some of them go in and out, some of them will be dead, some of them won't work, some of them get updated. So keep in mind, not every single channel will work, and some of them might be updated, some of them won't. So let's just kind of go through it now, see if, oh, TSN is something that we know. Let's click on TSN and see how it goes there. Now, if you want to get into full screen, using your Fire Stick remote, you can click back once and then click back again, and then we're in full screen mode here. Now as you can see, the baseball game's going on, TSN's playing, it's in HD. And that's pretty much how it's going to go for your live TV channels. Now we want to go back to the menu, so what we're going to do with the stick is we're going to click back. So let's click back, and there we go. Now we're back at the menu. Next up is the TV show. So let's click on TV shows and we'll show you how to use that. Now, TV shows all popped up on one channel, and there's different categories for you to use. You can search, you can go through A to Z alphabetical order, genres, featured, but we'll click on most popular and just see what we have here. And then we have a couple. So on the right hand side you'll get the TV show, on the left hand side you'll get the information. So The Walking Dead's pretty awesome. Let's click on that. And then you get all the seasons that pop up here. So let's click on season 5, which is the newest one. And then you have all your episodes on the right hand side here. Now again, episodes will be on the right hand side, information will be on the left. So let's click on any random episode. And again, your TV show is still playing in the background while you're doing this. So this is the menu that you're going to come to once you click on a TV show. All this is a bunch of different links. So if one link is down, you can click on the other one in case one of them isn't working. But for now, we'll click on the first one and see how that goes. Give it a second. One channel will pull up that. And there we go. So on the bottom right hand, you'll see what time the show finishes, what time you start it, and a little bit more of the information. Keep in mind, you can always forward, pause, or rewind anytime you want. And that's pretty much how it's going to go for TV shows, guys. Now, to get back out of here, we're going to click back on the Fire Stick TV remote, and it'll take you back to the menu with all the different episodes there and all the different seasons there as well. So let's get out of here. So that's pretty much all it is for TV shows, guys. Just go through the category you want. You can even, sorry about the camera, don't have the best camera here right now. And again, you can just go through search, favorites, subscriptions, genres, whatever you feel comfortable with. Not sure what to watch, you can always go through all the different categories here. And again, it's playing in the background. If you don't want it to play, just press pause, and there you go, it's just paused. So let's click back and get out of here. That's how TV shows work, that's how live TV works. Now let's click on movies and go through movies. So now that we click on the movie link, you'll again see a whole bunch of different categories, from genres to languages to box office, even by year, by people watching. But let's just, for fun of it, click on most popular and see what pops up. There's so many different genres, guys, that you can always go through. Anything that you see, anything that maybe you're looking for in animation or maybe ethnic language, you can always click on anything like that. So there's a couple that popped up here. Well, Furious 7's already on here. So let's click on Furious 7. Again, on the right hand side is going to be your movie, left hand side will be a little bit of the description. Same as the TV shows, guys. It's very basic, very similar, very easy to use. So just give it a second. It's going to pull up all the streams, I believe, for the Furious 7 link. So we're just going to give it a sec here, and there you go. So there's a whole bunch here. Now, keep in mind, if one of these are down, you can always click on the other one. So there's more than one option in case one of the links die and they don't work. So we'll click on the first one for now and see how it goes. And Genesis is going to find the stream, and it's going to load it up for us, and there you go. And keep in mind, this movie's still in theaters, but this is an HD copy right here. So it's starting at 8 o'clock at the bottom right, finishes at 10:18 p.m. So click play again. So it'll give you the starting and the ending time for the movie. And this is Furious 7, guys, which is already in HD quality, which is so awesome. And again, you can always forward if you like. You can always pause. You can always stop. But that's how it's going to go for the movies, guys. It's very basic. It's just like TV shows.
With the step in and finish him.
Cool, right? So now we're going to get out of here. Click back. You kind of get an idea how to use it now. Movies and TV shows, it's very similar, very basic. And again, to get out of all these menus, we're just going to keep clicking back on the Fire Stick remote. So next up we have is YouTube. It's very basic. You're just going to click on the YouTube link. And then we're going to give it a second. It'll pull up the different YouTube options. You can sign into your account if you like. You can search what's popular right now. Very basic, very easy to use. So we're going to get out of YouTube because there's not much explaining to do here. Click back to get out of there. And then let's click on Sports. Now, Sports app that we use is Sports Devil. So depending on what time the game that you're watching starts, you click on Live Sports. And then it's going to pull up a bunch of different streams that you can watch the sports from. I usually use First Row. They're pretty awesome. Or these guys here, the first one, which is pretty awesome. But again, there's a whole bunch here. There's some that people are familiar with, some not. But if you're not too familiar, you can always click on the first one or the third one, which I feel like are really reliable. So let's click on the first one here and give it a sec. Now, keep in mind, you need to know what time your sport that you're watching is starting, because if it's not live, it won't play. So let's just, so here's a couple here that I guess starting, the timings are there as well. Tampa Bay Lightning, New York Rangers, Milwaukee Brewers, Detroit Tigers, a whole bunch of different games that are playing today. But let's just click on NBA TV because it's usually repeats or highlights going on there. And we'll give it a second. It's just pulling up the stream. And again, you can always do that. Oh, there we go. So this is NBA TV, guys. You normally have to pay for this channel, but it's free here. And I think there might be showing some highlights from the games going on right now. NBA playoffs is really exciting. All right. And that's kind of how you're going to use sports. We click back to go back, and it'll give you all the other sports that are playing today. Depending on the time they're playing, you can click enter and watch the sport that you're looking for. And there's a whole bunch of different sources here in case you can't find what you're looking for. And there's highlights, sports TV, but I usually just use live sports because that's all I want to watch. All right, so we'll jump back out of here. And then there's a whole bunch of other options here, like music. But again, I don't really use much for music, but if you guys want, you can click on music, click on music add-ons. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff here, SoundCloud, Broadcastify for your radio channels if you guys want to listen to the radio. But we're not going to be doing anything like that, so let's get out of there. And the next up we're going to do is the add-on browser, which is awesome. Just give me a sec. Yep, so again, there's add-on browser, so we're going to click on the add-on browser.
I agree. Each team's going to put
click on video add-ons, and then there's a whole bunch of add-ons here, guys. Again, you're free to play with them. There's a whole bunch here. They do different things. I'm not going to go through detailed each of them because there's so much different stuff here. But just to give you an idea, Phoenix is awesome. Let's click on Phoenix real quick. Again, I'm sorry about the camera, guys. We don't have the best camera set up here. All right. And then there's Phoenix TV, which is really awesome. Let's click on Phoenix TV. Let's click on Entertainment. We're based out of Canada, so we're going to click on Canada. And there's a whole bunch of Canadian channels here. CP24, Global Calgary. Again, keep in mind these are live channels, so they won't always be on. Sometimes they'll be off, so they won't always work, but that's CP24. There's nothing live events at this time. We can check back later. And that's Phoenix for you. And again, there's a whole bunch of other video add-ons there, guys. You guys can always click on it and kind of mess around with it, explore a little bit. Click on USA TV. There's a whole bunch of USA networks here. It's pretty awesome, Nickelodeon and everything. Now, there's one that I'm going to highlight and show you guys, which is for international TV, because a lot of people ask me how do I watch ethnic TV channels. So let's go to, again, I'm going to go to Phoenix, which is in video add-ons. So let's click on Phoenix. Now we're going to go to Crusader. This one's really awesome. It has a lot of international channels. So we're going to click on Crusader. And then we're going to click on international channels. Now this pulls up a lot of countries and it gives you on the right hand side when they were updated, because some of them, keep in mind, go down and they sometimes don't work. So you need the updated versions for them to work. And these guys are pretty awesome updating them. Again, there's so many countries that it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes. And you guys can kind of go through which country you're looking for and click on it. And then it'll give you a whole bunch of channels from that country that are working. Some of them might be down. Always keep that in mind. Not every single one will always work. And again, to get out of that guy, you can click back again, and click back one more time. So let's go back to the main menu. So what we went through today was live TV, which are 300 channels, your TV shows, your movies, YouTube, and again, music, which you can always add SoundCloud or Broadcastify, which is your radio channels if you guys like listening to those. Sports is Sports Devil, which you can click on and go to live sports to watch all your sports streams. And again, there's a picture option here too if you guys want to upload some pictures onto your Fire Stick to show the family, which you guys can always do. You can always get picture add-ons as well. Just click on Get More, and there's a whole bunch of add-ons just like the video add-ons here. But again, I don't use too much of the picture stuff, but you guys can kind of play with that on your own. We're not going to go too much in detail with that. And to use the other add-ons that we have, just click on Add-on Browser once again. And then at the bottom of the sub-menu, you can click on Video Add-ons. And then again, all your video add-ons are here. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of different screens. You guys can play around with them, kind of get a feel of how they work. If you guys ever want more, just click on Get More. We'll give it a sec to load. And then there's a whole bunch here, guys. You guys can go through all of them, see which ones you want. I have friends that watch a lot of anime, that watch cartoons. There's one for everybody. There's one for anything you're looking for. Anime Vice. There's Kiss Anime for animation. CBS. Whole bunch. There's the Home Network. There's the Cooking Network. You guys can go through whatever you guys want. Engadget, which they're awesome for technology. So just click on the one you want. So let's say Engadget, and then it'll pull up Install. You just click Install, and it'll install it for you. Once it is installed, you're going to click back one more time, and then click on Add-on Browser and your video add-ons. And once it's installed, it'll pop up in your list right here, guys. You can click on it, play around with it, see which ones you like, see which ones you don't like. Worst case scenario, you guys don't like one. There's one here called Russia News Today. I don't like it, so I don't use it. So we're going to click on this button here with the 3 lines. We're going to go to Add-on Information, which is the very top. And at the bottom, you're going to get 3 menus here. Sorry, you can't see it so clearly, but the first one is Uninstall. I'm going to click Enter. Are you sure you want to uninstall this guy? Yes, I do, because I don't watch any of the Russian TV. So now it's gone off your list. And again, if you guys want to get more than what we've added here, which are basically pretty much the basics, you're more than welcome to click on Get More, and it'll give you a whole bunch of other ones that you can go through, which is not too hard to do on your own. So that's pretty much the basics on how to use Kodi and the Amazon Fire Stick, especially our Titan skin that we have. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to write any comments or questions in the comment boxes below on YouTube. You can always check out our website. You can always drop us an email, and we're always here to help you guys out. But again, those are the very basics for Kodi. And if you always want to go back to your Amazon menu, you can always click on the home button on your Fire Stick like that. And there we go. We're back at the starting menu. And again, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, there's couple other things I'm going to show you guys before we end this video, and that is games. Now, there's a lot of free games here, so if you guys have smaller children that like to play games, there's a lot of cool games you can play with the stick. I mean, it's not the best graphics out there, but keep in mind, you know what, for little children, games like this are awesome to keep them occupied. There's a lot of free ones there, so you don't have to pay for anything, which is great. And there's one last little feature I'm going to show you guys, which is really cool. I mean, you can always use the stuff on here, but again, we just use Kodi. You can even upload your photos through your Amazon account on here, which is great. But one actually cool feature I'm going to show you guys is the display and sounds. So you're going to click on settings, display and sounds, give it a second, and then enter display mirroring. This is really awesome. If you have an Android phone or Apple iOS device, you can actually mirror your phone onto the Fire Stick, which is really cool. So we're going to click on enable display mirroring, which is awesome. And now it's waiting for the screen. It's waiting for our phone to connect to the actual Fire Stick. So I have one of my Samsung phones here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top menu. With Android, it's very easy, guys. You can just, sorry, can't really see it. So click like that, and then there's my top menu. And now I'm going to click on screen mirroring, which is right beside Bluetooth here on the Android device. So click on screen mirroring. There you go. So Fire Stick TV pops up. We click on that guy there. And now, watch the magic work. Give it a second. It's connecting to our Fire Stick, which is pretty cool. And give it a couple seconds. There we go, guys. So now your phone is basically getting mirrored onto the Fire Stick, which is on your TV, which is really cool. You can go through pictures, videos, anything on your phone you can do on the Fire Stick, and it'll mirror it for you. Now, you can also use the camera, which is really cool. So if you click on the camera, whatever you're showing will show on the TV, which is awesome. I'll click on something here and kind of show you guys. It's kind of cool. Oh, there you go. All right, so we're mirroring and mirroring. It's kind of like the future. Cool. All right, guys. And then if you want to jump out of there, you can click back. Again, it's just your phone getting mirrored, so it's pretty awesome. And if you ever want to jump out of that, just going to click on the home button once again, and it'll take you back to the home screen. So that's pretty much all the basics for the Fire Stick, guys. Again, there's so much stuff that you can do. You can customize it to your heart's content. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please feel free to drop me a line at the bottom in the comments box on the YouTube page, and you can always drop us an email. You can always check out the website, www.ratchetgadgets.com, and that's the basics on how to use Kodi with the Amazon Fire Stick. Alright, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you guys for the next tutorial.